Cung Lee here with MMAWeekly.com. Eric Fontanez. Cung, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing great.
Doing well. Good, good. We're here at your AKA gym in San Jose, and you're getting ready for a pretty big fight, your debut in the UFC. Tell us how you're doing about that.
I'm doing fantastic. You know, to be part of UFC is definitely a dream come true. So, you know, I guess my third week into camp, and it's going good. Rough start in the beginning, but everything's really good now. I was really sore for 2 weeks and felt like a zombie, but now I feel really good. I got that, you know, the cobwebs out.
Good stuff, good stuff. Now you're going to be fighting in your hometown of San Jose, so you're going to have a lot of local support coming into this fight. How much of that helps you get through training camp in preparation for a fight?
Well, you know, with the local support and you know, everyone who shows up at the fight, I just feed off their energy. But the job for me is just to focus on my training camp and just to peak at the right time and not burn out. So the key thing is about training, and when it comes to it, it doesn't matter if I'm in someone else's home or in my home. But I think being in San Jose, I got the home field advantage because the crowd could really pump me up.
Now, you speak about being at home. Are you spending your entire training camp in this facility, or have you ventured out to other spots to maybe train with some talent that you might feel will help you for your fight?
Actually, I train here and then also at the main AKA with Javier Mendez and, you know, all the other top fighters. You know, I just been working with you know, just the top fighters over there right now. King Mo's been a big help for me, and a few other guys over there, and I'm just excited to be part of UFC and getting ready to fight a legend.
A legend in Wanderlei Silva. Yes. But before you were supposed to fight Vitor Belfort, obviously he got hurt and Wanderlei stepped in. Has that changed your approach to the fight at all, knowing that you have a different opponent who has maybe a different style? Have you done anything different in preparation?
Well, you know, from Vitor to Wanderlei, Vitor southpaw, Wanderlei standard. So of course my approach to this whole training camp has to change around because, you know, Vitor attacks a certain way and Wanderlei attacks a certain way. So the game plan has changed a lot, and making adjustments, you know, it wasn't that hard. There's more standard fighters inside AKA than southpaws, so actually now I got more training partners.
Now a lot of people, specifically on the internet and posts and Twitter or what have you, talked about this fight now being an easier fight for you. Do you honestly feel that a fight with Wanderlei Silva is easier than one with Vitor Belfort?
I would probably disagree with everyone. One is Wanderlei's kind of like, he's like a warrior who has his back on the wall, and a lot of times that's more dangerous because, you know, Dana already expressed that if he can't win this fight, he should retire. So, and you know, obviously Wanderlei's not ready to retire, so he's gonna be more dangerous. He's gonna come and fight a lot harder. So, you know, but this is my first time in UFC, and I'm gonna fight hard. And you know, I'm always game for the best Wanderlei. So I can't expect, oh, just because he had a very quick fight last time around against Chris Lieben, that might happen. I gotta expect it going the distance, and I'm gonna be in shape and be ready to throw everything I got at him.
Now you talk about how Dana said if he loses this fight, he should probably retire and things like that. Does that give you any more motivation, knowing that if you beat this guy, you could send him packing?
Not at all. You know, when someone has to retire because they've been in the game too long and they don't want to retire, it's actually kind of, you know, sad. And you know, sometimes people need to retire when, you know, at the right time, so they don't get injured and then you know, have long-term damage. But you know, it's business now. He chooses to step in the cage, and so do I. So my job's to win, his job's to win, and you know, there could only be one winner. So we'll see what happens, and it doesn't make me feel good about myself that, you know, I might be the one to retire him, or you know, he might get hurt, or anything can happen in a fight. But you every fighter, it takes a lot to be a fighter. It takes a lot to step inside the cage, and for people to say certain things that they don't know about. It's kind of disrespectful, but there's plenty of keyboard warriors out there that think they know it all, and they never spent a minute doing what we do.
How big of a step up is this for you?
This is a huge step for me. Obviously, UFC is top of the food chain. It's the biggest platform out there. I fought on many platforms, and I'm just excited to be part of UFC now. And being a co-main event it's like a full circle. Basically, the first time I competed in Strikeforce, in MMA for Strikeforce, I was the co-main event, and Frank Shamrock was the main event. And now to be the co-main event and fighting Wanderlei Silva, who's a legend, I'm honored to step in the cage against him, and I'm honored to be part of UFC.
How do you see November 19th unfolding for you in that fight?
I see November 19th to be a very exciting card. Not only myself and Wanderlei on the card, there's Uriah Faber, and then also Dan Henderson and Shogun. So, and there's a lot of other fighters on there that, I can't think of right now because there's so much going on. So, sorry.
No
and
worries.
my teammate, Kingsborough.
Right on, right on. Cung Le, thanks for talking with MMAWeekly.com today.
Thank you.